Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Whitney, and first, I just want to say thank you for joining me today. In this video, we are going to cover the new moon that's happening on September 25th, 2022, in the sign of Libra at 2 degrees. So, before we get into all the juicy stuff, I just want to give you guys an understanding of what you're about to get into. So, the first part of this video is going to talk about the overview of this energy of what we can expect from the moon. The second part of this video will be time-stamped, and it's going to cover what each zodiac sign can expect. Now, I always like to tell people, look for your rising sign because this will be the most accurate, and then you want to go into your sun, and then you can look at your moon. Now, again, I'm your professional intuitive and astrologer. If you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, if you guys would like a personal horoscope reading, any of these things, if you want customized rituals, you can find all of that information at my link below. Now guys, for the sake of this video, I went ahead and I put a screenshot of the actual chart right here. I want you guys to follow with me so you can see what's happening. Now I have my notes below, and I also have the chart behind me, so if you see me looking, that's what I'm looking at. Now let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, at the time of this new moon, we have the sun and the moon conjunct, as always, at the time of the new moon in the sign of Libra at 2 degrees. Now, where this will fall on your chart will vary, but I always tell people, run a free birth chart, figure out what your rising is, but we'll get into that in a second. Now, the sun and the moon are opposing Neptune and Jupiter. At the same time, we're still in Mercury retrograde, where Mercury has now left the sign of Libra, where the sun and the moon are, and has went back into the sign of Virgo, where it is conjunct with Venus. We have a lot to talk about. New moons are typically a time to manifest and to create. I always tell people, think of new moons as a blank slate. You can't see the moon in the sky. It's all darkness. And before there was light, there was dark, right? And in the midst of darkness, there's nothing you can do but create. So at the time of this new moon, we're being asked, what ways can we bring harmony, balance, joy, peace into our life? You got to remember the sign that the new moon is happening in the sign of Libra. Libra wants balance, it wants peace, it wants love, it wants light. At Leah's highest vibration, it brings people together. It's about love, it's about cooperation, it's about harmony, it's about union. And this isn't just union with other people, this is union with ourselves, union with our spirituality, with the divine, union with our dreams. And because this transit is opposing Jupiter and opposing Neptune, we're being asked, are our dreams realistic? Are we really chasing what's good for us? And are we doing it in a way that is for our highest and greatest good? Jupiter is sitting in the sign of Aries, and while it's retrograde, it's asking us, have we done too much? Have we expanded too far? Are we pushing our limits? Are we overburdening ourselves with things that we don't need to right now? Because again, Mercury and Venus are conjunct, but Mercury is still retrograde. So these ideas that you have for your future, you might really be critiquing them, saying, I need to do more, Virgo energy. I need to push. I need to do X, Y, and Z. I have to have it like this. I have to do it like that. And Spirit is saying, whoa, wait a minute. Did you consult me? Did you consult your higher self? Are you ready for this? Do you have the energy and the stamina to keep up with what you're trying to manifest? The reason I want to talk about stamina is because we're already in Mars shadow period. It's going to go retrograde on the 30th of October until next year in January. But the whole question Spirit is bringing to the table right now at the time of this new moon, one, what do you want? What do you want for your future? What does balance, what does happiness look like to you? Two, are you working with your dreams or are you working against them? Three, are you connecting with your vibration? Are you manifesting in alignment? Because there's something here where you may not be seeing things clearly. You may not be vibrating appropriately. There may be some fears, doubts, insecurities, and uncertainties that are surrounding you that Spirit wants you to let go in order for you to be free and actually manifest what it is that you want. So we have Saturn trying Mars. This gives us that energy. It gives us that momentum to create long-lasting change. But the first thing we need to do is get out of our head and get out of our own ways. The potential to manifest here is so big, it's so bright, it's so amazing, because even though Mercury is causing some confusion and we have the Sun opposing Jupiter and Neptune, again, we have this beautiful trine between Saturn and Mars, and then we also have a beautiful trine between Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. This is giving us the opportunity to rethink, to restructure, replan, recommit in a more consistent, loving, nurturing way for our souls, and in a way that is more conducive to success. It will bring more success if you take a step back and go back to the drawing board and say, what do I want, where am I going, and how do I plan on getting there? I want you guys to really be encouraged at the time of this Libra new moon, because we'll be having Mars sit in the sign of Gemini for 7 months, which is unusual, enhancing our creativity, our thinking, our higher thoughts. And even though Mercury is retrograde, the things that may be challenging you now will not challenge you forever. You will have solutions, you will have breakthroughs to that. So I want you to use your power, use your discipline, use that Saturn energy of consistency, discipline, getting things done in spite of how you feel, how you think, what's going on. That energy to push you through, to create these changes that are not just temporary, but that are long lasting, and that very well have the potential to be your new normal. Guys, Mercury retrograde is tongue-tying me. Now let's go ahead and get into each zodiac sign and what you guys can expect. The timestamps are below. Now, as always, before we hop into each zodiac sign, I want to invite you guys to check and run your free birth chart if you haven't already. If you know your rising, your moon, and your sun sign, then you're good. You can skip that step. But if you do not know what those things are, it's actually very important to know, because, for example, we have this new moon in Libra at 2 degrees, and depending where 2 degrees of Libra falls for you, it may be in your 6th house, it may be in your 8th, maybe in your 7th, and where it sits matters. So go ahead and run that free birth chart. If you need that link, it's down below. Now, I also want to invite you guys really quick before we get into each zodiac sign to join my Under the Stars manifestation group gathering. So every new and full moon, we come together to manifest change. And under this Libra new moon, we are manifesting love, we are manifesting harmony, we're manifesting peace in our lives, in our mind, our body, and our spirit. What happens is you get a candle lit in your honor with your petition, and you guys get exclusive video from me on a certain ritual, a suggestion, a tip every moon. So if you guys want to join, that information is also down below. Now let's talk about what each sign can expect at this beautiful new moon energy in Libra, again at 2 degrees. Let's begin with Aries. Aries, this energy is happening in your 7th house. The idea of the 7th house is all about relationships and partnerships, equality, sharing, harmony, everything that you see right here. At the time of this new moon, you very well may be asked to consider, what does love mean to you? What does love look like to you? And what do you want it to look like moving forward? Now, again, at the time of this new moon, we have Mercury and Venus conjunct, and love and money don't always mix. And you may indeed see that. You may begin to ask yourself, why do you choose the partners you choose? How does money play a factor in your relationships? How can you change the dynamic of your relationships in general? The topics of relationships in its entirety will be a major topic for you. And this isn't just intimate relationships. This isn't just a partner or a husband or a wife or anything like that. This very well could be attached to friendships, business collaborations. So if you do want new love, if you do want new business collaborations, if you do just want new partnerships to come into your life and you want to see them grow and you want them to be fruitful, again, what do you want them to look like? This will be the time to manifest that. And since we are on the topic of money, because Venus and Mercury are conjunct, I'm about to tell you guys something. Aries, if you want to manifest money through a partnership, say you want to connect with somebody that can give you a deal, or if you have a network opportunity, or if you want your product in stores where you'll be seen, etc., etc., this is the moon to do it. Anything that you can manifest money with through connections, through partnerships, this is the time to set intention. Super exciting. Now, Aries, before I go on, the one thing I also want to caution you about, because Mercury, Venus is opposing Jupiter and Neptune, which isn't too far conjunct from the moon and the sun. If there's been any contracts, if there's been any type of agreements that you've had with people, I want you to be very wary on signing anything right now. We're still in Mercury retrograde. This isn't a time to necessarily make the big moves, but this is the time to manifest it. And since we're still talking about business, guys, we're in serious retrograde season. You do not want to launch until March of next year. I mean, I always tell you to trust your gut, always tell you to trust your soul. But I'm also going to caution you not to launch until March of next year. So I'm just going to say, be careful with contracts, be careful with new partnerships. Make sure that whatever you're doing, you're really reading the fine print with these opportunities. You just don't want to find yourself in something that you could have easily avoided. Now, again, for you, this energy is more about manifesting these new partnerships, this new money, this new love, and then the rest will take care of itself. Taurus. This energy is happening in your 6th house of your duties, your daily duties, your responsibilities, your habits, your discipline, your health, your fitness. Spirit is giving you the opportunity to create newness in that area. You know, this may be very well be a time when you say to yourself, I want to change my diet. I want to change my routine. I want to take my health to the next level. And you're being supported in that, especially with Pluto trying Mercury and Venus. This is the perfect time to change your appearance. It's a perfect time to amp things up. And again, you have the support of Saturn trying Mars as well. So you guys really have a lot of favor here with the energy of this new moon. There's a lot of changes that can be made to your daily routines. And also, if you want to take work to the next level, if there's some type of advancement, if there's some type of growth you want in your work, that is also something that you can manifest at this time. But I really see a big emphasis, again, just because of the transits and the way that we have these beautiful kisses in the sky. There's going to be big blessings and big changes that can happen in reference to your health, in reference to your body, in reference to your everyday structure. So if you're looking for changes, if you're looking for something new, it's the time to welcome it in, Taurus. This is actually really exciting, and it looks like you guys are going to have a lot of blessings with this energy. Now, Geminis. This energy is happening in your 5th house, which is super exciting. It's the house of pleasure, passion, excitement, children, youthfulness, play, entertainment, everything you see over here. But it also is a fellow air sign to you. So this is your sister sign. This is super exciting. Guys, if you want to manifest that abundance in your life, that money, that new family, that extra family, if you want to get pregnant, if you want to expand, if you want to be celebrated for your creativity and your passions, this is the time to manifest it. I mean, it couldn't be a better moon for you. Geminis, you guys are literally being given so much energy right now to manifest so much change. For the next 7 months, you have Mars transiting your sign. This is exciting. It's currently happening right now. And even though it will go retrograde from October 30th until January, and will be in the shadow period until March, this energy is giving you guys the momentum to create change in yourselves, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, in your work, in your life, in your family, every good thing that you could want, guys. You have the stars opened and aligned, and it can happen, and it can start with this new moon. Guys, if you want money, if you want clear thinking, if you want job opportunities, if you want success, this is all the time to do it. Guys, I cannot emphasize enough. For Geminis, this is such a beautiful moon. It's such a beautiful placement. Your opportunities right now are limitless on what you can manifest and what you can create. And I do see that you guys will be having so much abundance over the next few months. So what you set intention for right now, expect to see big, bold changes within the beginning of next year. This is your time to shine. This is your time to manifest. Now, Cancers. This energy is happening in your 4th house, and this is giving you the opportunity to create new beginnings in your home and in your deep-rooted emotional life. Now, let's talk about those who are looking to expand a family, start a family, have children, or may have children already. For those who don't, I'll talk to you guys in a second, but for those who are focused on topics of family, being a mother, expanding the family, etc., this is a really good moon to manifest that. So if you're looking to become pregnant, if you're looking to bring on a new family member or expand, this is the time to do it, especially if this is something you've been thinking about, because Mercury and Venus are in the sign of Virgo, and Mercury will be going through Libra again once it goes direct. And now this will give you that energy again to actually start putting things in order and making your dreams a reality. Not only that, Cancers, this is giving you the opportunity to look back at how your mother affected you growing up, how that relationship defined you, what it took from you, what it gave from you, all of those roots from your family, the deep internal things that made you who you are. This is the chance to go back and heal from it, grow from it, rewire it, reprogram it, so you can perceive it in a way that's for your highest and greatest good, especially if there was some type of traumatic childhood. All of those serious roots connected to motherhood and that feminine energy, you have the chance to heal right now. Now, for those who don't necessarily want to expand the family or start a family right now, or even thinking about topics of motherhood in any way, this is a great time for you to ask yourself, am I okay? What do I need for me to feel secure? This is giving you the time to really create the security that you need for you, free from anybody else, free from external opinions, free from what you were told you should, you could, you would be. What do you want? And what does that safety, security, and peace look like to you? That real root, that foundation, that when you go home and you get naked and you're sitting there and you just, what does that look like when you open your eyes from exhaling? What does it feel like? This is that new moon to create that peace, that foundation, that security for your soul. And again, it's a great time to release anything that has been related to trauma, your youth, your childhood as well. Guys, I see this being more of a sensitive moon for you, but at the same time, the amount of healing that can take place is so divine. Happy manifesting, Cancers. Now, Leos, this energy is happening in your third house. You guys know I'm a Leo, so I get excited. Now, this energy is happening in your third house. So this is a great time for you to ask yourself, first of all, where am I at in my internal life? How am I perceiving life? What matters to me at this time? Because the things that you may have saw before, the things that you may have experienced, and the way you used to think about them may not be how you think about them at the time of the new moon. I see growth, I see maturity, I see healing all here for you. So this opportunity to change the way you perceive things for your highest and greatest good are here. And it's really important that we talk about that, because the way you see things affects your energy, it affects your manifestation, it affects your life. And because you're letting go of the negativity and you're starting to see the beauty in everything that you had to go through, this is giving you a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of self-confidence. And because we have Mars and Gemini working in your favor for the next few months, all of your passions, all of your ideas, all of your creativity that you have bottled up inside, you can bring it out now loudly and proudly and free of judgment. You know, if someone told you before you weren't good enough, or if you were holding on to the low vibrational thoughts of what the past was, this is your opportunity to release it and start free. At the time of this new moon, you also may be questioning, you know, what are the relationships like with the close people in my life, such as your siblings, your cousins, your neighbors? You know, how do you want to connect with them moving forward? Now, the one thing that I get super excited about for this moon with you, Leos, is the fact that it's covering the things that you share. Because the energy is in the third house, this isn't just things that you're thinking about. These are things that you're going to share with the public. These ideas, these practical thoughts and feelings that you now have. the way that you've changed your scope, the way that you see things now, there's a really good chance you could make money from it and it could change your life moving forward. I would tell you now is not the time to launch any business. Guys, if you want a business astrology report, I'd highly suggest you book one from my website. The link is below, but I will tell you, hold off until March. This is not the time to push any new services and products. And that honestly works in your favor, Leo, because this will give you the next 6-7 months to plot, to plan, and to execute everything behind the scenes. So when March comes around, maybe even April, another fire sign, you can push and you will win. I also want to encourage you guys to look at your relationships with people. How are people talking to you? How are people pouring into you? If you're not getting what you're getting, if you're not getting what you're giving to people, Mercury retrograde Leos, then this is a time to reanalyze those relationships as well. So this isn't just about creating, this is a time to really look at who's in your life. Do you want them in your life? And what does relationships look like moving forward for you? And again, Leo, what is your passion? What is your gift that you can share with the world that may indeed change your life moving forward when launch season happens in March of 2023? This is a super exciting moon for you guys. This is in the sign of Libra. Air feeds fire. Your ability to change your whole life is happening with this moon. Happy manifesting. Now, Virgos, this energy for you is happening in your second house. Now, most astrologers equate the second house to money, and that is true. This does rule finances and material possessions and wealth. So if there is some new beginning that you want in your financial life, this is the perfect moon to manifest that. But the other thing that I want you to consider at the time of this new moon is your talents, your skills, and the things that you would consider assets within yourself, because this would be the ideal time to really work on those things and bring them to life. So when the launch season comes in March of 2023, all these skills that you've been working on under, the surface and behind the scenes, you can manifest and you can bring out in such abundance. So again, Virgos, if you want new beginnings in money, if you want new beginnings in possessions, such as a new home, a new vehicle, even a new job, this is the moon for you to do your magic. And again, guys, not just your skills, not just your talents, not just your money. This is also a moon for you to ask yourself, what matters the most to you now? Let me give you an example of this energy with the second house. So let's say you don't have children, right? But now you want to start a family, you want to expand, maybe you recently got married and you want to grow your family, right? So you never thought of purchasing a home. It wasn't an interest of yours. You just wanted a nice condo and you got a condo. But now that you're married and you want to expand the family, the desire, the value of a home means something more than it did in the past. You may be seeing these types of themes come up, where things that may not have had such an importance in the past may have importance now. And if there's something that you want with this new level of importance, this is the moon that is ideal to create that. I hope that example made sense. So this is a great time to, again, manifest new abundance in your life and ask yourself what's important to you, and to also lift your self-esteem up, to lift yourself up, to know that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of beautiful things. You are worthy of this new home, this new car, this new job, this new life that you're seeking, Virgo. You're worthy. So just remember that. This new moon is going to be very beneficial to you in the long run. Happy manifesting. Libras, this is happening in your first house, babe. This is your moon. Do you understand the energy that you have here? This is abundant. This is amazing. This is all about you. This is the time to ask yourself, what do I want? Where am I at? And do I like myself? Am I who I say that I am? Everything about you has the spotlight. And because this is a new moon, this isn't that moment where it's kind of going to beat you up and say, oh my God, I got to do more. I mean, with the energies, those thoughts may come up, But don't allow fear, insecurity, doubt of any kinds to take you over during this new moon. The thing is, Spirit wants you to understand that the new life that you want to live is already yours. You don't have to overwhelm or exhaust yourself for something that's already promised to you. So this new moon for you again is about reminding yourself of your personal power, reminding yourself who you are. Remember your why and recommit to yourself in such a beautiful, loving, forgiving, nurturing way. At the time of this new moon, your ability to transcend yourself and become a whole new creature is here. Libra, with you, this isn't just your new moon. This is everything. You got to remember, Mercury retrograde just happened in your sign, and now it's in Virgo, which is your 12th house. So there's a lot of darkness that may have came out. There's a lot of fears. There's a lot of questions of wondering if you're going to have what it is that your heart desires, wondering if you're going to live this life that you feel and that you know you deserve. Well, babe, this is that moon to create that life that you feel you know you deserve, that you want to wake up to every day, that love that you're looking for, that body, that health, all of that energy that surrounds your happiness, your peace, what matters to you. This is your moon to create that. I'm really excited for you, Libras, because this is your time to shine. Happy manifesting. Now, Scorpio, this energy is happening in your 12th house. So, because this is a new moon, this is actually a blessing, because whatever fears, whatever doubts, whatever insecurities that may have been plaguing you, especially as Mercury went retrograde in your 12th house, all those fears that may have came up, this is the chance to let it go. If you guys, and because I want to mix Mercury in here with this, because Mercury right now is retrograde in your 11th house. We have this new moon in your 12th house. Mercury will go and station back into your 12th house. So all the things that you were worried about, all the questions of you not knowing how X, Y, and Z was going to work out, those answers are going to come to you when Mercury goes direct. But not only that, Scorpio, this is the time to truly heal, to let go of any friendships, to let go of any hurt, anything that those that you love did to you that you wouldn't have done to them. If you're looking for new beginnings in friendships, new beginnings in your community, how you're supported, how you're seen, what you're known for, just being given the accolades that you deserve, this is the moon to manifest that, my love. And not only that, again, I want to talk about your magic. I want to talk about your manifestation. If you've been sleeping on yourself, if you've been lazy with your magic, if you've been lazy with your affirmations, if you haven't been doing enough to pour into yourself, this is the time where Spirit is saying we want you to recommit. Not in a way where you feel like you're going to take over the world overnight, but in a way that is consistent, humble, and honest with where you're at. Give yourself what you need and allow yourself the time that you need to create these changes. Because I'm telling you, Scorpio, if you manifest correctly under this new moon, the things and the breakthroughs that you will experience over the next few months will be so profound that you'll look back at this time and you'll laugh and you'll say, I can't even believe I was worried about X, Y, and Z. I can't even believe I let that person, and that thought make me feel inferior. I can't even believe. You'll look back and say, I'm glad I'm not there anymore. And so that's what the energy of this new moon can do for you. You will have the answers you need, Scorpio. You will break free from any type of internal depression, any type of fears that have been holding you back. This is your opportunity to start fresh. Happy manifesting, my love. You deserve it. Now, Sagittarius, this energy is happening in your 11th house. This is actually really fun because the 11th house rules your long-term wishes, your long-term dreams. And because this is in an air sign and you are a fire sign, this energy blends so perfectly. This is giving you the opportunity to stand up and say, okay, I'm going to choose what I want for my life. I'm not going to let life happen to me. I'm going to create it. And as you're creating it, I ask you to really consider everything that is in that creation. The friendships, the community, what you want it to look like, what you want your love life to look like, what you want your career to be, how you want to be known, what you want to be known for, everything that matters to you. This is the time to manifest it. And the reason I'm so excited is because it's in such a favorable aspect for you. And not only that, the ability to create something that's not just temporary but extremely long lasting is here. The 11th house rules futuristic types of ideas and types of visions and energy. And so the things that you're coming up with now, the visions that you have for yourself, the ideas that you have for yourself, this could really take your life in a whole new direction. And that's so exciting because you want this. You've been wanting this. And so this also is a great time to consider, because this is in the sign of Libra, that whatever you do for others will be done for you. And this is for the positive or the negative. So what I would encourage you here to do is to be generous and to be humble and to give of yourself, because you'll be surprised how you being of service to others really ends up being the biggest service and the biggest blessing to you. Guys, this moon for you is great. Again, this is the time to think about what you want and to manifest the future that you want to see. Now, Capricorn, this new moon for you is happening in your 10th house, which is what you rule naturally. So this is going to be interesting for you, Caps. Now, what does that mean? This new moon is giving you the opportunity to create change in your workplace. Now, it's funny that I'm saying this because you may have very well been experiencing a lot of ups and downs with wondering what you want, wondering if what you're doing is actually what you want to do, if you find stability in that. All those questions surrounding your career have already been coming up for you. And so the fact that this new moon is happening in your career house, it's happening in the place of your social recognition and your service to the world through your uniqueness, it's the perfect and divine time for you to release that stress that has been weighing you down, or those questions that have been weighing you down. Capricorns, if you've been seeking changes but you don't know exactly which direction to go, or if you've been, worried about what will my finances look like if I move forward, what will, how will people receive me? I get a feeling that you're pushing and you're doing what you can and you're excited about new beginnings. But at the same time, I also know just from looking at the chart that you want to know you're doing the right thing. The thing with this new moon is Spirit does not want you to be burnt out with the opposition to Jupiter. So take your time. But also, again, whatever you want to manifest with this new abundance, this new career, this new social status, this is the time to do it. You can see amazing changes in your life with this energy. We have Saturn trying Mars in Aquarius and Gemini. This is your money house. So new changes to money, new changes to work, new changes in your life in general. Such beautiful energy, Caps. Use this to your benefit. I love you guys. Happy manifesting. Now, Aquarius. This energy is happening in our, yes, I said our, 9th house. Now, this is exciting because the 9th house is giving us the chance to really ask ourselves, what matters to us? What is our philosophy of the world? How are we seeing things right now? So there may be new trips or travel coming in that comes about for us. And if it's not travel, if we're not meeting new people from different cultures, which very well may be a new beginning for us, this also can give us a chance to ask ourselves, what are we passionate about, and to turn our passions into currency, to turn our passions into success, to turn our passions into a whole new lifestyle. Let's talk about it. As I said to a few of the other signs, It is not ideal to launch any new product or service at this time. If you guys want an astrology reading, that link is below. But I will say the time to launch is March 2023 and after. Now, the reason I'm talking about this with you guys specifically is because this ninth house rules broadcasting, publishing. Guys, this is the time that if you are a business owner, if you have something that you want to push out into the world, if you want something to be seen far and wide, this is the moon to manifest that now. If you're writing a book, if you want to be seen as the top real estate agent, if you want to be known for being this magical guru, whatever you want to be known for, however you want to be seen, celebrate it, support it, this is the moon to manifest that now. And then go ahead and push that out in March. Guys, this energy is great. Great, 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 great. Also, it's in a fellow air sign. And so you're being supported in so many different ways. You have the beautiful energy of Mars that will be supporting you for the next 7 months. You guys have it. We have it in one of the best places it could be, which is in our 5th house. How exciting. So our creativity, our minds, our passions, everything that we want for ourselves is being blessed. It's like the doors are opening to where it's like Spirit is saying, hey, we just need you to create. We need you to plot. We need you to plan. And get all this down now. Get all these ideas out now. Manifest this now, because we'll do the rest and we'll bless you in abundance next year. So guys, that's the energy of this new moon for us Aquarius. This is the time to manifest what we want. And this is including travel. If you want to travel more, if you want to know more, if you want to learn more, if you want to go back to school, because this also rules higher education, such as college, or, I guess specialized courses, this is that energy for that. So if you want those things in your life, if you want to manifest that in your life, this is the time to do it, Aquarius. I could talk to you guys all day about this, but this is divine energy. Do not waste this time. And if you don't know how to manifest, I would highly suggest that you guys join this Under the Stars gathering that will be on the new moon on the 25th, which the link is down below. But I'm just so excited because, again, this is my rising sign. And so I understand what we're going through, and the ability to create such profound change is at our fingertips. Happy manifesting, Aquarius. Now, last but certainly not least, we have the beautiful Pisces. This energy is happening in your 8th house. The 8th house, I hear a lot of people call it tricky. I don't want to call it tricky because I understand it. The 8th house rules everything that you see right here, but the way that I see this for you, Pisces, this is giving you the opportunity to break through any emotional barriers that you have been facing. If you've been dealing with anything internal where you feel like you may be breaking down, or you may feel like you're alone, or you feel like some odds are against you, this is the time to clear out that energy. This is also a beautiful time, Pisces, to take your magic, your manifestation, your esoteric practices to the next level. And not even just to the next level, but let's just backtrack really quick. If you want to increase your spiritual gifts and abilities, this is the time to manifest that. But what I mean by taking it to the next level is your gifts will make way for you at this time, Pisces. With this energy transiting your 8th house, those skills, your spiritual uniqueness will be what helps you break through, will help you make sense of everything that's going on. It will help you make sense of life and all the things that life may be lifing for you, right? So that's a topic that could come up and that you can manifest with at the time of this new moon. The other thing that I want to talk about is debt, finances, and maybe money owed or shared resources. If you're married, let's talk about this. If you're a married couple, you may see topics of money being present in your life. And so if there's things that need to be shifted, if there are things that need to be changed in this arena, if you have some debt that you owe, taxes that are back, this is the perfect energy to manifest that abundance to where you can clear out that energy. Also, if you're not married, if you don't have to share finances with anyone, this is the perfect time to call in the energy of abundance. the perfect time to call in that energy of abundance, to call in that support, someone that will show up in your life and help guide you, direct you, and maybe even bless you with the opportunities that you need. So this is a great time, I said, to not just manifest for the moon, but to use your magic for whatever you need in your life at this time. I know that was short and simple, but Pisces, it really is that simple for you. That thing that you were born with, your natural intuitive nature, your natural gifts, call out to the divine, call out to God, whatever you believe in. Tell them what you want and be ready to receive. It's that easy. I love you guys. Happy manifesting. Now guys, that was so exciting. I just want to say thank you. I was a little bit tongue-tied with Mercury retrograde, but it was an honor to be here. It was an honor to share this space with you. Now again, I just want to invite you to join my Under the Stars community gathering. Again, this is where we come together every full and new moon to manifest change. This is where you'll have a candle lit on your behalf. You'll be provided with exclusive videos, content, and deals. If you guys want to participate, the link is down below. If you want to book a one-on-one reading with me, I would love to have you. I'd love to share space with you. That information is down below as well. Guys, happy manifesting, happy new moon, and may you have all the desires of your heart. You genuinely do deserve it. Remember, you are worthy. Remember, you are enough. Remember that everything that you want wants you, and that manifesting comes easily and effortlessly to you. I love you guys.